it's Melanie, and today I'm going to teach you how to make this really cute fingerless glove, or it's sometimes called a wrister. Really easy crochet pattern. So let's get started. I'm going to chain 30. Here's a chain of 30, and this will be a really good way to gauge if you want to wrap it kind of around your knuckles and make sure that it fits comfortably. If you have especially small hands, or you feel like you want it to fit a lot more snug, then just take some of these chains out. It's not going to mess up your pattern at all. Take 2 chains over from the hook in this 3rd chain, okay? And then you are going to start yarn over, hook in, yarn over, pull it back through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Okay, and then you're just going to continue this all the way down. Okay, I'm done going all the way across. Now you are going to chain 2. You're going to turn your work, and you are going to half double crochet again in the back loop. So this is where the magic happens. This is a really good way to not increase the difficulty of a project, but add a lot of texture. So see this kind of ribbed look? That's how we're going to get it, by doing the half double crochet in the back loop. So you're going to just put it in this back loop. I'll get a close-up so you can see. Pull it through and just half double crochet, but only in the back loop. Only in that back loop. That's literally it. You're going to go all the way across, crocheting in the back loop. You're going to chain 2, flip your work around, and do the same thing. Always crocheting in the back loop. If you don't like the way that this looks, you don't have to just crochet in the back loop. You can crochet through the entire, opening, the V spot. You don't have to put it just in the back loop. You can put it through the entire stitch. It also will be slightly faster that way because you're having to specifically just put it in the back loop. Each stitch takes just a little bit longer. So if you don't like the ribbed look, you can variate it by doing that. You don't also have to use this kind of variated yarn. You can use a solid color. That is really going to be able to showcase your personality and kind of how you are going to want to put your own personalized touch on this. Here is the close-up of going through that back loop. You're going to yarn over, and then you're going to go in here. See that? Just this back loop. There's a spot here, and then there's a spot here. See this last little guy? So don't forget to get this last little guy, right? In this guy. See that? There at the end. Okay, and then from here you're going to chain 2. Whoops. Chain 2. And then you'll turn, you'll yarn over, and you'll go right down in this guy. So basically you are going to want to leave a nice long tail and cut your end. Okay, leaving yourself a nice long tail because we're going to be using that to sew it together. Okay, just bring that through, and you're going to tighten it up. Now, since I naturally tighten up my crochet as I go, just, it's one of those things to always be working on, I am going to put this part, the little bit wider part around here on my knuckles, because I don't like it tight. And so I want it to be a little bit tighter around my wrist, where it's a little bit, smaller than, your knuckles. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half. I'll show you how to stitch it up the side. And generally you want to leave about, so this is going to be the top, right? So you want this top to be about 1 inch down. And then patterns that I've seen say to leave an 1.5 inch gap for your thumb to stick out. I feel like that's too small. I like a little bit larger opening for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and move that up to probably 1 3/4 right in here, maybe not quite 2 inches. And then I'll show you how that looks so that you can see exactly what that looks like. So basically what you're gonna do is sew the sides together. All right, you have this nice long string, and basically just do your best. Kind of go back and forth, make sure everything is nice and secure. You don't want it to be, you know, loose or floppy or pulling or have any weird holes. Now from here, I'm gonna skip about a little under 2 inches, right about here. And so basically you can just kind of weave it in and out of here just to sort of travel it up to the right spot. Where you want this top part to be about 1 inch. And then just continue sewing. You just kind of want to skip that spot. Okay, then you are going to basically just finish up your ends. You can kind of weave them in on the inside, that way if any of those little ends pop out. So here we go. That is really all that it is. Find your little thumb hole. So there we go.